What are your thoughts on Fatal?
For those who don't know, Fatal has been the whipping boy of the RPG community for many years now, most especially RPGNet, the big purple, that shit site. It was an enormous tome, only ever released on PDF, I think, with a seemingly unplayable rule system and a weird fixation on statistics like anal circumference and so on. It was rather adolescent and questionable, but clearly a labour of love from the people who did put work into it. I did an article quite a long time ago now asking if there was anything redeemable about Fatal, and thinking back and trying to remember what I wrote then, I think I said that the idea of using a D1000 for resolution instead of a D100 was somewhat interesting, in that it could reflect very minor benefits and drawbacks to something that your character was trying to do. I think I applauded it for trying to address sex and sexuality, however crudely and poorly. But that's an obsession of mine. So obviously, of course, I was going to think that. And I think outside of the kind of sexual expression within it, which again was rather adolescent and problematic, shall we say, it was clear that there was another obsession driving that game, and that was the idea of making something realistic and authentic, probably taken too far down an absurdly simulationist sort of path. At least that was the intent. It wasn't there in the execution, but there was a lot about the kind of medieval occupations and skills and things like that, and the life and so on that went on in those times. I think wholesale ripped off from one book or another, but the motivation was there to try and make a really starkly simulationist fantasy, where it also just happened that you had your dick size and your anal circumference also on your character sheet, and that these were important and they would come up. So yeah.